So the next little birdie is going to have his legs come down. I'm going to make them a little thicker. So now this other leg, I am making the legs a little wider, and she is going to have her foot in a boot. I'm going to come down, make her leg, and then to make a boot, you want it to look like her leg is going into the boot. So in the back, you don't want a line. So, but there will be a line in the front. Okay? So do you see how it looks like her leg is going into the boot? And maybe over here we can just have like a toe coming out. Okay. So I am going to give the leg some pattern. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just fill in that boot, because she'll have on black rain boots. How's that? And then this is part of the boot here. And then like that is like the toe coming out. How's that? I like it. Okay, so I turned it right side so you can see what I'm talking about. So here is her leg, and it looks like her leg is going into the boot. Very, very cute. Okay, so now we have this bird to do, and I'm just going to give her, you know, just legs. Now this girl is definitely going to have some shoes on. So for this gal right here, I think I'm going to pencil in first. So I'm making her little leg lines, and now what you want to do is I want her to have boots, and I want them to be on the ground. And there'll be grass on top of her boots later. So what you do is you have the lines and her little legs, and you just make a half circle, and and then you go make another, like a, when I do this with the pen, you'll be able to better see. And I'll walk through it. So then her legs are into the boot, and that's the top of the boot. And then over here, I want like the front of the shoes. And then I just bring down her boot line. Okay. They're funky, but they're good. Maybe that should be just a little bigger. Alright, so let me do that with the pen now. So I'm going to come down with her legs. And then I just go on that side and make little, I don't know what you would call them, just make little lines, if going slow so you can see. And then I'll make a full smile on the bottom. There you go, a full smile. Okay? And then down here is where like the front of her boots are going to be facing you. So you make a little scallop. And then you just bring down some lines. And there's your boot. And maybe over here, just a really thin line to show the soles. Just make a thin line at the bottom of each boot so it's like a sole. You can see a little bit of a sole. Very, very cute. And I may paint those a different color later. And there's going to be grass growing over this. So actually, if we're going to paint her boots, I'm going to have to do it now. And I think I will. And another thing we have to do now is we have to do their funky socks. All right. Okay, so this gal is just going to have stripes. So let's do her stripes. Okay, there she goes. She has her stripes. Now, I can start to do this now, is to enhance the bird with my pen so that the markings are darker. So, because it's paper, I have an outline that my pen can go against. You can already see how the outline better. The more line work you do with a pen, the more enhanced. So I'm just going to do this. Alright, so that's it for her for now. I am sure later on I will be going in and just picking and picking and picking some more at her. So now we're going to go on to the next bird with her legs. And she has wider legs. So I think on her stockings I am going to make circles. Now when you would do a circle, have some of the circles come out of the side so that it's not a full circle. Very, very cute. Okay, so this is the one that has the her leg going into a boot. She will also get some enhancing. Another thing that I have to put in, if you recall, I had cut off a lot of the things that would be too aggravating to cut out. So now it's time to add those things to the bird. So I'm just going to make some feathers like that. How cute is that? And so far, I haven't hit one of those aggravating bumps. The hardest thing to do is to stop. And I think, I wonder if on the original she has stuff coming out of her head. They're very, 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 very little. Just very little. So we'll just give her some plumage right there. How's that? That's all you need. This little girl right here, you know, she needs to be enhanced too. So all of the birds are going to get outlined and add plumage. And so I want you to go and do that. Do it to all of them. And then I will come back and show you what I accomplished. If you have any questions, just wind back, see what I did. All right, my friends, so I'll be back.